All right. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 21 and verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Most High. As the rivers of water, he turneth it, whithersoever he will. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Much respect to the brothers laboring in the truth worldwide to wake up the elect of the children of Israel. Yeah, this lesson is going to be entitled, The Most High is in Charge, right? So, walking in this faith, you know there is no free will. And everything is what ordained by the Most High God. He does everything, right? So we're going to go precept upon precept, here a little and there a little, to get clear understanding, man. Because if the Most High gave you understanding of this word, you need to count your blessings, man. Pray that the Most High God keep his spirit on you, man, to keep receiving it and doing to the end, right? So let's go to the Most High controls everything, man. Whether it be good or evil, you know, right? So he even controls who ended up getting drawn to him, right? Who ends up getting drawn to his son, right? And this is the book of John, chapter 14 and verse 6. Yahushua said unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. No man cometh to the Father but by who? Yahushua, right? It says, if ye had known me, ye should have known my Father also. And from henceforth ye know him and have seen him, right? So from henceforth you don't know the Father, man. Because what? Yahushua revealed him to you, but it was all of the will of Yahweh, right? Let's get that. Like I said, man, the Most High controls everything. This is his moving. This is the Most High moving, right? You know, he got extras. He got main characters. He got the protagonist and the antagonist, right? So, Most High do what he want to do. And he draws men unto his son, right? This is the book of John, chapter 6 and verse 44. No man cometh to me except the Father which have sent me draw him, right? The Father got to draw you to Yahushua, man. Point blank, period. It says, no man come to me except the Father which have sent me draw him, and I will raise him up at the last day, as it is written in the prophets, and they shall be all taught of power. Every man, therefore, that have heard and have learned of the Father cometh unto me, right? Man, that's predestination, man. Well, you heard the Most High God from the beginning, man, and you trusted in him from the beginning. Guess what, man? You don't hear this word of salvation again, because you was preordained to get that, right? And we have 2/3 of our people that was preordained to get the second death. Why? Because they wicked, man. Murmuring out of Egypt, you know, not obeying the word of the Most High God, straight up transgressing, man. Let's get this. Okay. Yeah, man, our people was rebellious back then, and they rebellious now, right? This is Exodus chapter 7. We're going to start at verse 1. And the Most High said unto Moses, see, I have made thee a god to Pharaoh, and Aaron thy brother shall be thy prophet, right? So this is going into the account of how the Most High God hardened Pharaoh's heart. He told Moses that he was going to harden his heart from the beginning before he even went back to that land. So the Most High God could show his power, right? Let's read this again. This is Exodus chapter 7 and verse 1. And the Most High said unto Moses, See, I have made thee a god to Pharaoh, and Aaron thy brother shall be thy prophet. Thou shalt speak all that I command thee, and Aaron thy brother shall speak unto Pharaoh, that he send the children of Israel out of his land. And then this is the point right here. And I will harden Pharaoh's heart and multiply my signs and my wonders in the land of Egypt, right? So this is what the Most High God said he was going to do. He was going to harden Pharaoh's heart. What we just read, the first scripture, the scripture we open up with, Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Most High, man. He turneth it so wherever he wanted to go, right? Same thing with who? Pharaoh. So if the Most High God controls Pharaoh, guess what, man? He controls everything, man. You don't have any free will, man. So if he draws you to his son, that means he wanted you to get it, man. He wanted you to get the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. What lies with who? GMS, man. The 100% true. Not boasting or bragging, but anything, any questions that you have, man, it can be answered through the scriptures, and we got the answers. Right? And let's get this. Because people think that it's something that the Most High God is wrong for, man. You had that guy up at Elder Banat Zakbar and Brother Yuan, where he was like, so is it my fault that I can't get it? Hell yeah, you was one of them wicked ass 2/3 that was murmuring in the wilderness, right? He was sounding like he was trying to charge fault to the Most High, right? Because he couldn't get it. Alright. This is the book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse 17. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Right? So this is why Yahweh Shah has raised up so-called white man. So his name can be declared throughout all the earth, man. It says, therefore, have he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will, he hardeneth, right? If he don't want you to get this, man, he gonna harden your heart. Which just goes back to the Hebrew word lob, which simply means your mind, right? Precept upon precept, here a little and there a little. It says, thou wilt say unto me, Salakia, Cant, thou wilt say unto me, why doeth he yet find fault? For who have resisted his will? Right? Who have resisted the will of the Most High God, man? Nobody, man. He says in Job 12:16, the deceiver and the deceiver are his, man. Right? It says, verse 19 again, for thou wilt say unto me, why doeth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will? Nay, but, oh man, who art thou that replies against power? Shall the thing formed say unto him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? Right? How you gonna say to the Most High God, how you gonna make me the wicked? Because it's his movie, man. It's his plan. And he gonna, matter of fact, let me get this right quick. He gonna perform all that he want, man. Your thoughts are not his thoughts. Your ways are not his ways, right? This is Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Most High. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. For as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it to bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower, and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereunto I sent it. Right? So whatever the Most High God say is gonna happen, is gonna happen, man. And it ain't your way or your right to question, man. Right? Because his ways are higher than your ways, man. Point blank, period. Let's get this. It's the Most High moving, man. And he do what he want to do. Right? This is Amos chapter 3. We're gonna start at let's start at the top. Right? It says, hear the word, Shalaki. Hear this word that the Most High have spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I have brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities, man. Because that's why we getting punished, man. Because he only knows us, man. It's plain and simple. He don't know these other nations. He don't care about these other nations. Verse 3. Can two walk together except they be agreed? Right? So if you don't agree with doing what the Most High said, God say do, you can't even walk with him, man. You can't even be subject to get salvation, man. Why? Because you wicked. And you was made to be the wicked. Either the wicked 2/3, where you come back in the kingdom righteous, or the wicked Esau and these other nations, man. Right? Verse 11, Shalaki, verse 4. Will a lion roar in the forest when he have no prey? Will the young lion cry out of his den if he have taken nothing? So the Most High is giving you similitude, right? It says, can a bird fall in a snare upon the earth where no gin is for him? Shall one take up a snare from the earth and have not taken nothing at all? Right? It says, shall he just giving you more analogies? You know that the Most High God controls all these things, man. It says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil done in a city and the Most High have not done it? Right? Shall there be evil done in the city and the Most High have not done it? He does all these things, man. He controls everything. Right? He controls you watching this video right now. He controls me making this video right now. Understand that. Right? Verse 7. Surely the Most High Power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. Right? He gonna reveal the things to his prophets, man. And his prophets are going to in turn give it to who? The hopeful elect, man. So they can get this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, come back to their God, and get saved, man. That's the whole thing, man. But the Most High God is controlling this movement, man. He controlled the ones murmuring in Egypt, right? Matter of fact, let's get that. He controlled them murmuring, man. They seen the miracles. You think they cared? You think they had control over coming up against Moses and Aaron like that, man? No, man. The Most High God wanted them to do this. Why? So they can be destroyed. Right? This is Exodus chapter 17 and verse 1. And all the congregation of Israel journeyed from the wilderness of sin, after their journeys according to the commandment of the Most High, and pitched in Rephidim, and there was no water for the people to drink. Wherefore the people did cry with Moses, and said, Give us water that we may drink. And Moses said unto them, Why cry ye with me? Wherefore do ye tempt the Most High? Right? Let's get this word cry. Moses said, Why you crying with me, man? You seen the miracles that was performed, right? This is Strong's H 7378.
Strong's H 7378.
Reeve.
Second entry.
So Reeve. All right. Says plead, strive, contend, Clyde, debate. Right. It says to strive, contend, to strive physically with words, to conduct a case or sue, to complain, to quarrel, to contend against. So let's go back. Right? This is Exodus 17:2. Wherefore the people did cry with Moses, contend with Moses, physically with words, and said, Give us water that we may drink. And Moses said unto them, Why cry, why contend ye with me? Why are you getting mad at me, man? Right? It says, Wherefore do ye tempt the Most High? Are you tempting the Most High? Because you feel like we don't have any water, but you seen all these miracles, right? It says, and the people, verse 3, and the people thirsted therefore for water, and the people murmured against Moses, and said, Wherefore is this that thou hast brought us up out of Egypt to kill us and our children and our cattle with thirst? Right? Man, those some wicked ass niggas, man. First generation, right? Because they ain't see the promised land. Them some wicked Negroes, man. All the miracles that you seen, but you still murmuring against Moses. And you really wasn't murmuring against Moses. You was really murmuring against the Most High God. That's why he gonna put you wicked ass to thirst to death. And Lord willing, I'm not a part of that number. Right? Let's get this right here. Because you had wicked Israelites come back in their lot, and David wanted them to be cut off, right? You had Isaiah praying that they have a spirit of slumber, man. All right, this is Romans chapter 11 and verse 7. What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. The elect have obtained that what they sought for. Because our people have a zeal for the Most High God, but not according to knowledge. Says, verse 8, according as it is written, power have given them a spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear, unto this day. So the Most High God block your understanding if you can't get this. And the Most High God open your understanding up to get this, man. It's plain. But 2/3 of our people will not be able to understand this, will not be able to hearken, man. That's why we just read in John where Yahweh said he revealed his Father unto the men that were given him. Right? And let's get this right here. This is Isaiah. Because the spirit of slumber is still on our people, man. 2/3 of our people are destined to feel the fire. And Lord willing, we'll get that. Right? This is Isaiah 29:9. Stay yourselves and wonder. Cry ye out and cry. They be drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. Right? Our people are staggering, but not with wine, not with strong drink. Well, how are they staggering? Let's see. It says, for the Most High have poured out a spirit upon you. Shalakia. For the Most High have poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and have closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers, hath he covered. Right? Everybody that he ain't wanted to get it, guess what, man? He blinded their eyes, man. Right? It says, and the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed. Right? So people can't get it because it's sealed to them. By who? Yahweh by Shema Shah, right? It says, which men delivered to one that is learned. Got your PhD, master's degree, you know, you got your bachelor's, you big enough, you're a doctor, you're a lawyer. Let's read this again. And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed, which men deliver to that, to one that is learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I cannot, for it is sealed. Right? Notice wisdom and understanding is sealed to 2/3 of our people who delight in unrighteousness, man. Who delight in the cares of this world. Right? Verse 12. And the book is delivered to him that is not learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I am not learned. Right? Wherefore the Most High said, for as much as this people draw near to me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart, that word heart again, heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men. Right? So I feel the Most High God is taught by men, man. You know what I'm saying? So those are what? The ones who he had blinded. Right? From the beginning, man. From the get-go. Salakia. Let's get this. Because you can't change your lot, man. You come back in your lot and you do what you've always done. So when you heard the word of salvation, guess what? You did what you always done. You tried to rehearse the righteous act, man. And you pray that you endure to the end, right? So this is Numbers chapter 14 and verse 18. For the Most High is long suffering and of great mercy, forgiving iniquity and transgression. How did he forgive the iniquity and transgression of the elect? By sending his only begotten son to give them a chance of salvation, man. Right? Let's read this again. For the Most High is long suffering and of great mercy, forgiving iniquity and transgression, and by no means clearing the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the 3rd and 4th generation. Right? So you come back in your 3rd and 4th generation, you pay for what you've done, man. Right? Matter of fact, let's get that. Because you don't get away with nothing, man, with the Most High. Right? This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 16. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment. What is under the sun? The earth. It says that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. Right? So under the sun is where you serve out your judgment, man. You got babies that come back with no limb. You got babies get aborted. You got people who die at 12 years old. I seen a story that I might do of a child getting swimming in the lake, get a brain eating what was that? Brain eating bacteria, man. Who does that? The Most High God, man. That's your story, man. Exit stage left, right? Exit stage right. Most High God said, okay, this is where your script ends, right? And it's a lot of people don't understand it, man. But the election, just like we just read in what Amos, he revealed the secret things to his prophets, right? To his servants, the prophets, okay? Let's get this. Cause predestination is in the Bible, man. It's all through the scriptures. But you gotta have that eyesight to see. This is Ephesians chapter 1 and verse 4. According as he hath chosen us in him before the foundation of the world. Hold up. He said he's chosen people from before the foundation of the world. So Yahushua had certain spirits there who helped him create everything. You read that in John 1 and 1, Colossians 1 and 14 on down. Right? Let's read this again. Ephesians 1 and 4. According as he hath chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love. Right? Let's get this word holy. Okay? Let's get it in the Greek. It's G40.
Strong's G40. Hagios.
Hagios. All right? Holy. Saints who are called to be saints. The Israelites. Pursuing to what Psalms 50 and 5, 148 and 14, right? 49 and 1 says, most holy thing, a saint. Says, sacred, physically pure, morally blameless. What he said that the ones who gonna be saved gonna be blameless before the Father, right? Says or religious, ceremonially consecrated, most holy, one thing, saint, right? That's the word in the Greek, holy, right? All pertaining to who? The Israelites, man. Let's go back. Let's read Ephesians 1 and 4. According as he hath chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love, having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by Yahushua HaMashiach to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will. Who will? Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Shah controls everything, man. So if you have this understanding, man, count your blessings, man. Pray that the Most High God don't take that Holy Spirit away from you, man. Pray hard, man. You know what I'm saying? He said, if any man asks anything, pray in the name of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, right? And we're going to get this, and then we're going to close out, right? So the point has been made that the Most High God controls everything, right? This is Luke chapter 10 and verse 17. And the 70 returned again with joy, saying, Lord, even the devils are subject unto us through thy name. Right? That's why they don't want to give you the right name, man. Shalakia. So the devils can't be subject to you, right? IUIC. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven, right? So Yahushua was exceedingly happy that those men came back with that report. And this Satan he talking about, I believe, is the man. And if I'm wrong, Salakia, correct me, brothers, because he seen Esau kingdom falling when those 70 came back, right? He says, behold, I give unto you power to tread upon serpents and scorpions and all over the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. Notwithstanding, in this rejoice not that the spirits are subject unto you, but rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven. Now we know that those 70 end up being offended, but Yahushua had already made this declaration, man. He knew they was going to be offended, but he knew when they come back in the regeneration, man, they going to be able to understand these things, right? It says, verse 20 again. Salakia. Yeah, verse 20 again. Notwithstanding, in this rejoice not that the spirits are subject unto you, but rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven. And in that same hour, Yahushua rejoiced in spirit and said, I thank thee, O Father, Yahweh of heaven and earth, that thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, and have revealed them unto babes. Even so, Father, for it seemed good in thy sight. In whose sight? In Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua sight, man. To reveal these things to babes, man. Not to the wise, not to the learned, not to the so-called Dr. Eric Mason, right? It says, let's read that again. In that hour, Yahushua rejoiced in spirit and said, I thank thee, O Father, power of heaven and earth, that thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, and hast revealed them unto babes. Even so, Father, for so it seemed good in thy sight. And all things are delivered to me of my Father, and no man knoweth who the Son is but the Father, and who the Father is but the Son, and to whom, and he to whom the Son will reveal him. Right? Let's read that again, man. that should send chills over you, man. It says, all things are delivered to me of my Father, and no man knoweth who the Son is but the Father, and who the Father is but the Son, and he to whom the Son will reveal him. So Yahweh B'Shem has revealed himself, and the Son have revealed the Father to who? Those men who we have chosen. Matter of fact, I'm going to get that, and then we're going to close it out. Right? Chosen from the beginning of the foundation of the world, man. Right? This is John chapter 15 and verse 14. Ye are my friends if ye do whatsoever I command you. Henceforth I call ye not servants, for the servants knoweth not what his Lord doeth, but I have called ye friends. For all things that I have heard of my Father, I have made known unto you. And ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, and whatsoever ye ask and whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you. Right? It's plain and simple, man. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua has chosen you out of this world to be his servant, man. And he blinded the minds of the wicked Israelites. He didn't want to get it, man. Lord willing, this has been edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, who learn this 100% truth from, and much respect to the brothers laboring in this truth worldwide to wake up the elect of the children of Israel. Till the next time I say, Shalom.